How bad is it, do you think?
Yeah, look, it's definitely been a horrendous Easter in comparison to years gone by. What went on last week obviously sent a shockwave, not knowing what was going to happen, and we saw a lot of cancellations. I think the high end of the industry is somewhat protected because they've got a captive audience, but the majority of the industry, which is that medium sort of offering, heavily impacted. I've got a casual offering called Fat Freddy's Beach Bar and Diner, and we were about 30% down on an average weekend, where our high-end offerings, Miss Moneypenny's, was slightly above an average weekend, but nowhere near where they should be on a typical Easter.
Oh, that's such a shame. So what is keeping people away? Were they booked but cancelled at the last minute because of the lockdown?
Yeah, look, for Miss Moneypenny's, we had functions cancel, especially considering the reintroduction of the no standing while drinking rules. So we actually had cocktail functions booked in that we could no longer cater for. There were also some people who were slightly hesitant about wearing masks. We had a cancellation yesterday when we told them you must wear a mask while venturing around the venue, but you can take it off when you're seated. But also holiday makers. We saw a lot of people from Sydney and Melbourne cancel earlier on in the week, and we picked that up from local trade. But like I said, with the more casual offering, around the Gold Coast yesterday, it was pretty much a ghost town.
Oh, that's such a shame. Ben, what do you need? I mean, you don't want to rely on JobKeeper any longer than the rest of Australia wants you to rely on it, I imagine. But are you getting that targeted support that the government did promise when it ended?
Not really. We haven't relied on JobKeeper now for many months. My company. What we need is some confidence that borders aren't going to be snapped shut and these snap lockdowns will take place, because it's completely eroding confidence within the tourism sector. People who are planning an annual holiday, they don't want to risk it. So we need some sort of stability there and a plan moving forward on how any sort of outbreak is going to be handled in the future without these harsh measures having to be implemented.
Yeah, well, look, there's a National Cabinet meeting scheduled for this week, and we hope we can get you that kind of clarity out of this meeting, because it's the federal government that needs to be talking to the state government and vice versa, because they seem to be kind of on the same page, but not really, if you know what I mean. Just finally, before I let you go, when it comes to your clientele, are you relying mostly on interstate travellers? Where's the breakdown there?
The Noosa venue is relying probably on 70 to 80% interstate travellers, outside of Noosa travellers, and then the remainder made up of locals. However, the Gold Coast is a lot more reliant, especially the casual offerings, a lot more reliant on the interstate travellers, which, as we've seen from this weekend, we've had a negative effect. Also, these cheap airfares that are being offered, the sort of people that take up a $70 airfare and make a quick holiday decision rather than paying $120 for an airfare, they're not the sort of people that go out and inject a lot of money into the restaurant and bar scene.
Yeah, right. Just quickly, give us a plug before you go. You deserve that at least.
Miss Moneypenny's Noosa and Broadbeach, award-winning hatted restaurants, and Fat Freddy's Beach Bar and Diner. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well named as well. They are unforgettable names. Ben, we wish you all the very best. Keep in touch and hopefully we can get some answers for you. Thanks so much.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.